OG Village is a quiet and calm village between whispering forests and ancient streams. There lived a girl whose name was Arda, but no one called her by her name. They called her Adaka, meaning chimpanzee, for she was born with a face so different, so strange, that even her own mother cried the first time she saw her. Her eyes were uneven, her lips oddly shaped, and her skin bore patches that no medicine could explain. Her parents, ashamed of her appearance, locked her in a small mud hut behind their house, out of sight, out of memory. They said it was better than letting the world mock them through her. While other children played under the mango trees and sang songs of joy, Arda sat alone in darkness, listening to the echoes of laughter she was never part of. At night, the village boys threw stones at her hut and shouted cruel names. Girls mimicked her, twisting their faces in ugliness whenever her name was mentioned. Even the elders used her image to scare children into obedience. Years passed. Arda grew older, but the shame grew with her. No suitor came, no friend stayed, no love was offered. One evening, as the orange sun drowned behind the hills, Arda's heart broke for the final time. She wrapped herself in a torn wrapper and walked silently into the forest, tears carving trails down her cheeks. She arrived at the stream known as Mirindu, the stream of life. The villagers feared it, for it was said to be the dwelling of an ancient river goddess who granted wishes at a price. Kneeling by the bank, Arda sobbed, then cried out with a voice raw from years of silence. "Oh, goddess of the river, make me beautiful now or take my life, so that in my next life I must be beautiful, so beautiful that men will lose words at the sight of me. Let my beauty open doors no one can shut. Even if it means I will never bear children, I accept it. Just let the world worship what they once mocked." The waters stirred. From the depths rose the river goddess, her form shimmering like light through water. Her voice was both melody and thunder. "Beauty you seek, and beauty you shall have. But remember, the price is not cheap. You shall have the face that stops time, but your womb shall be closed." Arda, tired of pain and longing for dignity, nodded without fear. "I accept! I accept! I accept!" With a wave of the goddess's hand, the water rose and swallowed Ada whole. That night, the village saw a figure walking through the path that led from the forest, radiant like the moon. Her skin glowed like copper under firelight, her eyes deep as midnight, her smile soft and captivating. Men dropped their tools, women stared in disbelief. "Who is she?" they whispered. It was Arda, no longer mocked but adored. Suitors flooded her father's compound. From far and near, wealthy men begged for her hand. She chose one, a noble and kind merchant named Ubaka. Their wedding was the talk of 7 villages. But as years passed, joy gave way to concern. Arda could not conceive. 1 year, 2 years, 5, 7, 9. Her beauty remained, but her joy withered. She cried at night, asking God why. She has forgotten the covenant so soon. Until one day, in a far off shrine, a priestess looked into the spirit and said, "You carry beauty not from God, but from the river. You gave your womb for your face." The truth struck Arda like lightning. Her husband wept beside her. They sought help from priests, healers, and seers. None could break the bond. After seeking solution in so many places, Arda was frustrated, hallucinating how beautiful her kids would be if she had bored, even if it's because of the bell her beauty rings. All these thoughts and many more were echoing in her heart while taking a walk to ease tension and pressure. Her beauty caught the attention of a young man traveling, not dressed in flowing robes or speaking with thunder, but calm, clear, and polite. "Indeed, you are beautiful." The man said, and Arda sees him as one of the usual admirer. But the man didn't stop there. He said to her again, "You traded what belonged to you for what was stolen from you." Arda startled and asked him, "Who are you?" "Amos by name, Ma. I have been in the wilderness of this village by the direction of the Most High God, praying by the direction of the Almighty God. And after days of fasting and prayers, I was led to this point by the Most High God for the final battle. Your beauty was stolen the moment you came into this world by the altars of your father's house to frustrate you to give up your womb through their manipulation, because your womb carries kings and queens of the kingdom of the Most High God." Arda, in shock and dumbfounded, later asked him, "Are you a prophet?" And he replied, "My, the grace of God, am the servant of the Most High God. This covenant is ancient, but the mercy of God is eternal. Renounce the goddess, return to your true maker." Amos the prophet said to Arda, "I renounce you, the river goddess. I renounce you, the river goddess. I renounce you, the river goddess," Arda declared. A great battle was waged in the spirit. That night, Arda dreamt of the river goddess, angry and weeping. "You broke the covenant." But Arda lifted her hands and said, "I belong to the living God now. I was made in his image, not in shame." With a cry, the bond shattered. 9 months later, a baby cried in her arms. She named her daughter Beauty of God. And so Arda's story became a tale passed through generations, not just of beauty, but of redemption, reminding all that no price is worth trading the gifts that only God can give.